Hello there, Piers. Top of the morning to you, mate. And before we get into any details, I'd just like to acknowledge you and your team for most certainly living up to your name. And by having a person like me on your show, you are most definitely uncensored. And with regards to your question, I've actually prepared 11 points that I would love to discuss with you if we have the time. And first of all, I'd like to mention the fact that yes, I will. First of all, many of the people who are attacking me for doing such an act are attacking a person who they have no idea who this person is. So this is quite entertaining for me. And second of all, I'd just like to also mention the fact that you and me met in person in Beverly Hills. Did you see me as a terrorist and a terrorist sympathizer? All right, maybe. All right. Because I'll speak in a more American accent so that you maybe remember the time that we met. And I find all the death threats that I am receiving to be also incredibly somewhat an attempt of offense. Because it is perpetuating a completely false narrative that the Israelis are the victims, of which I do not promote any violence towards any innocent human being, regardless of their background or beliefs or any type of targeting of a specific individual. And those people that have their pictures on those posters, I do not know them, and I do not wish anybody who is innocent any type of harm. It is more of a symbolic gesture because it is pathetic propaganda that they are putting into civilian areas that we are living in, and they're perpetuating this narrative to keep subconsciously programming people to think that Hamas are terrorists. Or let me not even refer to Hamas, just the Palestinian people in general and Muslim people in general. Just like 9/11. Yes. All due respect to anybody who is suffering the loss of people that they love, which many people around the world are currently suffering from, but there's always a spotlight on a specific demographic of people. Because apparently, just like George Orwell would say, some people are more equal than others. And also a very important clarification that needs to be done is the difference between Zionism and Judaism. Zionism is a political ideology that is using Judaism as a front to push its agenda, whereas Judaism is simply a religion of which my own religion stems from. How did I not answer your question? I would highly recommend them to continue doing that in a more informed and contextually correct manner. You don't need, the reason I removed it is not because of the picture. Hold on, honey. The reason did you read the poster? What it says on the bunny on the bottom? I personally know people that have had family members taken hostage by the Mossad and the IDF and getting tortured and beaten and having their entire humanity completely disfigured by simply their presence with the IDF in Israel, because it's a form of breaking them down. If they are breaking down people who I know, I think the least that I could do symbolically, because people are saying, I'm getting a lot of death threats of people wanting to attack me, daring me to show my face. I'm not hiding, honey. And they're always attacking and projecting onto me what they are. So that's why this is very entertaining for me. I keep on. Would you like me to show? Because if you have the background information that I have about the world in general and how politics is a game and war is business, you'd realize why this. I'm not laughing at people suffering, not at all. I completely do not wish that to happen to anyone. Yes, because the dynamic. What about all the people that are getting obliterated in Gaza right now, and all the people that have been throughout the past years? What happened to the hostage, that old lady? Hold on. What happened to the old lady that was released and she shook his hand before leaving? I'd appreciate if you don't interrupt me. I haven't joined a single protest because, I have not joined a single protest. Okay, but I would like to send a message to those protesters and protesters around the world. When you go out into the street, begging your so-called leaders to do something, why don't you do something yourself? Why do we keep giving the authority and power to certain pathetic individuals who have no competence to be in the positions that they're in to continue having the quote-unquote power? The power is within each and every single individual, which is something we have completely forgotten. And this is how they have people like puppets on strings, from the top all the way to the bottom. No, many members of modern humanity are pathetic. It's false hope, just like, okay, let me answer your question on multiple layers. It's false hope, number one. If they really wanted them back, they'd be back. Number two, what about all the other families that are suffering from, they're seeing their direct family getting bombed and their entire, the videos that I'm seeing on accounts like Mu'taz Azazia's Instagram page and many other journalists that are there posting about these things. If I started doing that on the street and putting his content, just take a screenshot and put it on the street. Los Angeles and any place that is of a civilian manner is not going to be civilian anymore. It's going to be too graphic for people to walk around on the streets and live the rest of their lives. And also another message to this, the protesting. Maybe you're not understanding the nuances of my communication. Mm-hmm. No, because it's a multi-layered situation. I've actually been there recently, and yeah. It's not on Jewish people. It's not on Jewish people. I live with Jewish people. I am currently living with Jewish people in Jewish Central. No, my main contribution would be to educate people on what is really happening and not beat to the slave master's drum. Mm-hmm. I respect you for that. I respect you for not having that double standard. Because you don't understand the motives behind why I am doing that. And if you saw the video that went viral, I was not being aggressive. I was simply removing propaganda. That's it. And if you remember on the day that... Hold on. Big... Isn't this war? Don't the people in Israel say, "Oh, this is war. Time to bomb these goddamn terrorists to the ground, and we're going to end these people." We're going to turn this place into a parking lot. Come on now, fuck these people. We don't care about these people. Terrorists, goddamn Iraqis and Afghanis and Vietnamese. You're welcome. If this has not currently ended, we could continue. However, if this is completely ended, well, I hope you have a good rest of your day.